Hello, all my Mayflowers. It's Ari May here, and this is part 5 of my story. Well, we are into part 5, and I am into my knee injury. Mid 2015. This was in April. I'm in April now, and it was Easter that year. And that weekend, that Saturday night before Easter, I texted my friend Sammy, and I knew she knew, but like I wasn't ready. Like we had become really close over the last several months, from November to April. We were so close. We were inseparable. She's lesbian as well, and I knew I could talk to her about anything. And I finally felt comfortable enough. I was at terms with everything. For weeks after my knee was hurt, I laid in my room. You know, when you're by yourself, you do a lot of thinking, and your mind's racing, especially when you're by yourself. I just had a lot of breakdowns. I just was tired of living a lie. Like, I was so tired of feeling trapped. So I texted her. I was like, "Listen, Sammy, I need help here. I need to figure out how I could tell my mom and my close friends." And she gave me the best. She gave me some really good advice. And I was like, "Okay, I could work with that." Then the next day, it was Easter, and my friend Sarah, me and her ended up meeting not far from my house and just hang out for a little bit. And we talked, and I told her, I said, "I think I'm finally ready to tell him tonight." And because a lot of people over those past several months, like all 2015, had said, "I don't know everything you're going to tell people. I think you're just going to live a lie forever, and you're going to keep this hidden." And I was like, "Let me prove you wrong." So I was finally ready to prove everybody wrong. This hair is driving me crazy today. Anyways, I was finally ready to prove everybody wrong and tell everybody. So on Easter of 2015, I texted my mom that night and said, "Hey, I talked to you about something. Meet me in your room upstairs so we could talk." And she said she had a feeling that this is what I wanted to talk to her about, but she wasn't sure. And I sat her down. I waited for probably about a minute. Like, I was shaking. Had such bad anxiety. I was just like, "Okay, Mom, I'm transgender." And she looked me with a straight face. Like, "I know." And I was just like, "What?" I mean, I had been told that she had known, but I didn't want to accept the fact until I was ready to tell her myself. So I had asked her how she found out, and a few of my friends, like I had sent pictures of my true self out to people, and I told them like I feel trapped and all, and like I just need some advice. And the pictures ended up making me back to my good friends Brandon, Zach, and I think Cody. Cody known for a long time because when he was dating Mary Jo and all. But anyways, um, we had ended up. Not we. Sorry, my mind gets so sidetracked sometimes. But come to find out, in August of 2014, she had seen pictures. My friend Zach found, like my friends Zach and Brandon, they got pictures from one of their friends. I do believe. I don't know exactly the whole story. I just know somehow they got pictures, and they showed it to my friend Zach's mom, who has been like another mom to me my whole life. Well, as long as I've known her, which is 8 years now. But anyways, then they told my mom, and my mom eventually told my aunt, because my aunt Kim is the just most accepting person of me, and she's so down. I love my aunt Kim to death. Big shout out to you, Aunt Kim. And in 2015, hold on up here, sorry. Anyways, in 2015, I told them on Easter, and it was phenomenal. I sat down and told my mom, and then my brother came up, and I told my brother. They'd already known, obviously. And then that night, I texted everybody. I texted all of my close friends and my family and everything. And not really family, I really just told like my friends and some family. Not very much though. But they were always like, "You're always gonna be a good friend to us. You're always gonna be like family. We've known you so long. This isn't gonna change nothing. We've known for a long time, anyways." And then in my last video, I talked about like introducing myself. I just talked about how I made Instagram that night, and then a month later Facebook, and blah blah blah. But yeah, I made Instagram that night, and then I made a Facebook a month later, and then I started going out in public to myself over the summertime. I would always want to go to places though where I would never run into people I knew. Like I want to go to Morgantown because not many of my friends were always up there. Most of them were in Uniontown. So I was just like, okay, whatever. But I ended up just like I said, going on myself. I went to a concert with my good friend Leah, and then um, and then this last year it all continued. A lot of people knew, a lot of people didn't know, and I was just like, okay, well, And then last year, I told my good friend Taylor, after I made my Facebook, not long after, I sent her a friend request on Facebook, and I ended up coming out and telling her myself. And me and her became close ever since then. She was in the one series I am starting, which I'll talk about that in another video. But anyways, and yeah, I started telling a lot more people that I was getting close to, or I was already close to, and I knew who didn't know or whatnot. But anyways, so just pretty much fast forward all 2015, it was all pretty much the same. I went to clubs several times with a bunch of my friends, and it was a blast. And then in November of last year, I went back to the doctors for my knee because it was bothering me all year. I didn't have surgery last year. Workers' comp and everywhere. They rushed me back to work when I knew deep down I knew I needed surgery, but they were like, "No, you don't need surgery. We're going to put you through physical therapy," and that was it. I didn't have a say in it because it was a workers' comp injury. So in November, I went back to the doctors, and then over the next few months, I just was getting MRIs and X-rays and just talking to the doctor about everything. And I went for an MRI, and the doctor said, "Well, it's inconclusive, so we're just gonna go in for surgery with the scope." So we set up my surgery for February 25th, and on February 25th of this past month, me and my mom and my dad and my brother took me down to Mon Valley Hospital where I had my surgery at. Dr. Shaka Walker, he's been an awesome doctor throughout my whole knee injury, and so I just continued. Like, I was thinking, like, when can I tell the world? Because I told a lot of people. But after I had my surgery, I was down and out. I'm still down and out. I'm still off work, which sucks because I want to get back to work. I miss my Olive Garden family. I miss my Red Lobster family. If you're all watching this, just know I miss y'all. I'll be back soon, hopefully. But anyways, sorry, I haven't had any pains. Anyways, I was finally ready to tell people, and then on March 7th. Well, on March 7th, I posted on Facebook. I posted that in my last video about my whole coming out story. I put the link down below. I'll put the link down below in all these videos as well. I'll probably put the link down below in all my videos, so you could all go to check it out. I know some people said they were having trouble getting it to load, so I'm probably gonna make a slideshow video eventually and just put it in there. Put the screenshots, the post and the picture I posted and whatnot, and pictures of some of the awesome comments I got from people. But and the funny thing is, I haven't lost any friends over this. Because there's friends I have who I know they're a certain way, and I didn't know, I knew they knew about this, but I was thinking, okay, when I tell the world, they're just gonna throw me away. And they didn't. Some of my friends who I thought were going to be the ones who threw me away were the ones who were the most supportive people. They were some of the first people I heard from. And I've lost only family over this. Only family. I have family from Huntington, West Virginia. I know some of you will probably see this and think this is an insult, but I'm speaking the truth here. I am speaking nothing but the truth in this video. I haven't heard from any of you. I've heard from my Aunt Pitchy, my cousin Lacey added me on Facebook, and my cousins Timmy and Jody added me on Facebook. They accepted my friend request, rather. No one else. Not a word from them. Some of them denied my friend request. Just know, I know where I stand, and you hit me deep. Just know that. And our relationship will probably never be the same again. I know some of you probably already knew that because of who I'm finally being me every day. But it is what it is, whether you're, yeah. Alrighty, well, this is it for my story. I'm going to go into another video and talk about family issues, like I was kind of just going on about there. I'm going to talk about that. I know some of you heard about me talking about some of my family in this video, but I'm really going to talk about it in my next video. So, alrighty, everyone. Well, this is Ari May, and I really hope my story helps some of you all, and I really hope it inspires some of you. I love you all, my Mayflowers. Alrighty, well, this has been my story. Bye.